Hey everyone, good afternoon. Hope you are all well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do my stage makeup and little tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. I'll be telling you and showing you how different it is to normal makeup. Obviously normal night out makeup is still a lot, but it's not kind of this drastic or harsh. So if you are interested in watching and seeing how I do mine, then please keep watching. Okay, so I've already popped my eyebrows on. They literally take me 2 minutes. Everyone does them different. You all do your eyebrows your own way. If you would like a separate video on how I do mine, I can do it, but they literally take 2 minutes, so I thought I'd just get that out of the way. So for foundation, I use the Eyeliner pan stick. It's so worn down, like you can't even see any writing on it anymore because I used it so much when we were on tour. But I'm in shade BT. I was lucky enough to get colour matched because they came to my college and they colour matched everyone. If you are interested in getting one, I would recommend going in store to get colour matched. But if not, I think it's 2 shades darker than what you normally are is what you go. But it's quite expensive. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but I would recommend getting it colour matched first. So with this, I just swipe it on everywhere before I blend it out. And always remember to do your neck because no one wants a line. You will have a tan, so it will match, but still we don't want that harsh line. That is not cute. And then with a stippling brush, I'm just going to blend it all out. So right now it feels and looks really wet, but that's fine. We're gonna set it, just not yet. So next I'm going to contour. This is a huge step with stage makeup. This is the bit mainly that's really different. When we contour every day or to go out, it's meant to be really blended, look really natural, and it's just meant to kind of sculpt the face. And for shows, I mean, you blend it a little bit, but it's super harsh. It's really dark because the stage lights are just gonna wash it out completely. As soon as they come down, all the color drains. So we need it to be really harsh, really dark, and off stage, it's gonna look a bit crazy and a bit like you don't even own a blending brush, but on stage, it's gonna look great. So to contour, I use the Sleek Contour Palette. And I generally will go in with this top colour here. You can see it's like a lot darker than my face. But that's what we need. So I just go in with my brush. It's really dark. Now it is completely up to you where you want to contour. Everywhere contours different places. I don't contour my nose because it's already small and it's quite pointy. So I don't want to make it look any pointier than it already is. So I don't do my nose, but I do the top of my forehead, which some people do miss out. But I do have a really big forehead. So I find that if I contour the top, it makes it look slightly smaller. So I will do there as well. And then just before we blend it out, I'll just take some tissue and I'll just wipe the excess off. And then when you've got a semi-clean brush, we can start blending. Now, even though it doesn't have to be really blended, really nice, you can neaten it up a bit. So I like to take my stippling brush that I use for the foundation and just help blend it a little bit more in the places like the top of my cheekbone where it shouldn't be that dark. So when the contour is on, it's obviously, because it's a cream contour, it's made it even more wet. So now is the time to set. And to set it all, I use the Rimmel Match Perfection. I use the transparent one, just because I don't want to add any more colour onto the colour that's already there. And now that the powder is on, you can see how matte it is. It is so matte, it feels really, really cakey. But for it to last the whole show or the whole performance, it needs to be cakey. The cakier, the better, and it feels horrible. But I promise, the more you set it, the better it's gonna last. So now, just to get a little bit more definition and help set it a bit more, I'm going to use powder bronzer. And I'm just going to take this all over the places that I've contoured. And that has just helped add a bit more definition and to set it more. Now, this is normally where I would put highlighter on if it was for a night out or something. But with stage makeup, I don't wear any shimmer at all. Just because when the stage lights hit it, it's gonna catch it and it's gonna pick up every reflect and it looks like sweat. And it's not cute, and we're already gonna be so sweaty. So we just don't need to add to that at all. So for stage makeup, for me especially, some people I know do like a bit of shimmer, but from the advice I've been given and the stage makeup that I do, I have a strict no shimmer rule, because honestly, the stage lights are so warm, they're like radiators. You'll be on stage a few minutes and you will already be so sweaty. So for me, I just don't like to add shimmer and add to the sweaty look at all. So everything should be strictly matte. Now for eyes, again following on from the no shimmer rule, I only go in with matte colours. A lot of people go in with greys and blacks, but just on my colouring, even though it's going to be washed out, I don't think it looks right. And even I've seen like photos and videos of me on stage when I've tried black, and it just makes me look a bit haggard, which I know sounds crazy, and you do want the definition, but I just prefer to go in with browns. So I actually always start using the bronzer and I just layer that up in the crease. it all over the lid and blend it out as well. I'll then take it under the eye as well. After that, I just go in with a really dark brown. You can use any brown you want. I just use a bog standard brown. I don't even know the make of it. I've had it that long. It's just a super dark brown. And then I take that deeper into the crease and blend it on the outside. Going in with the Real Techniques, what brush is this? Base shadow brush, and I'm just using this to blend it out. And then to get just that little bit more definition, I'm going to go in with a kind of black brown. It's definitely brown, it's not as harsh as black, but the darkest brown that I have, and just really work it into the outside of the crease and under the eye. And blend, because as much as it doesn't need to be, you know, really neat, it needs to be more blended than this. For eyeliner, I use the collection. I've used this literally since I started wearing eyeliner years and years ago, and I swear by it. I'm just going to take it from the inner corner right out. For eyelashes, I normally wear the Ardell Baby Wispies. I swear by them, but in the move, I've lost them. So I've just got literally 2 in here, probably from a show that I've done or from something. They're a lot longer and thicker than I would normally go for, but for shows, that's gonna be great because it's gonna give more definition, more length, and it's just gonna help like show you right more. These ones, they taper out a little bit towards the end, which I like because of the shape of my eyes. And before I put them on, I always just grab either end and kind of bend them a bit because it helps them stay to the shape. Whereas I've noticed like years ago, the inside or the outside would always start peeling off like by the end of the night or the end of the show, whatever. But I found if I do kind of bend them a bit, it does help give it a curve and then it helps stay to the shape. So I'm using the Eyeliner little duo one. And you can see already what a difference it's made. and the glue at the minute is a bit still like blue white, but it does dry clear, this one. And then I'll go in with a really light coat of mascara. I use their Real by Benefit. Straight in the eye. So for me, that is eyes done. Some people will put pencil eyeliner on their bottom waterline, but I already have really small eyes. And for me, I feel like if I put eyeliner on the bottom, it closes them more instead of opens them. So I will just leave it. But for me, that is eyes done. So for lips, to suit my colouring again, the general stage lip is red, but everyone does wear different shades. A lot of my friends wear super bright red. A lot of them wear kind of an orange red. For me, because of my colouring, I like to go with a darker red. I wear this pencil, it's so tiny from Tor because I used it every day, sometimes twice a day. It's Maybelline and it's Midnight Plum, it's 338, and I use this to line, and I generally will overline slightly, not to a crazy amount, but overline slightly just so they do look a little bit bigger. And then I'll take it in from the corners as well, just so it's not such a harsh line. And then to add a brighter pop of red, I will use MAC's Ruby Woo. This is my go-to show lipstick. For day to day, it is really, really matte, so I feel like it really dries your lips out. But for shows, it's going to be great. Again, it's got no shimmer in it, and I just think it's the perfect red, especially with this lip liner. Like, I literally love this colour. If I could have a dream lipstick, it would be this colour. These two combined are just my favourite combination. And then to make sure it doesn't get on your teeth, because there is nothing worse than seeing a photo of you and you've got lipstick on your teeth and no one's told you, and in a show, no one's going to tell you, no one's going to have time, you can't talk, no one's going to be like, ooh. So to make sure that you don't get lipstick on your teeth, take your thumb and just pull it through. And all of that colour is what would have went on your teeth. I learned that trick years ago, and it is probably one of the best beauty tricks I've ever learned. Because I have big teeth, so I constantly used to get lipstick on my teeth, and I just never knew how to stop it. I used to try and put it not as close inside, and then it would look ridiculous because I'd have a line on the outside. It wasn't cute. So that trick I have taken with me and spread the word since I learned it. And for the final step, you want to set your makeup. I just use the Revolution Pro Fix one. I think this has been good for me. I know a lot of people use other brands. I think it's just trial and error. This has been great for me. I think it keeps the makeup on fine, especially with all the powder and everything. It's just kind of one last step. Just want to shake this up and spray. And it's set. And that is it, guys. That is my finished stage makeup tutorial. If you've got a show coming up or anything, just the key elements I would make sure you've got are, make sure you get the definition. And I know off stage you're gonna feel silly and think, oh my God, it looks awful. It doesn't. Believe me, when you see the photos back, if you're on there with the stage lights, they are just gonna wash you out. So make sure you've got the definition with the eyes especially as well. Make sure you've got a dark colour on there so it really brings them out. The eyebrows, a lot of people think that if they are already brunette, they don't need to fill in their eyebrows. You do, unless they're crazy Cara Delevingne eyebrows and they're like super thick, super defined, really dark already. I would suggest just putting a bit of colour on them to give them a bit more definition. And lips as well, they are so easily washed out. A lot of people think that if you wear a pink, it's gonna be okay, but I think personally, unless it's a really dark pink, it still gets washed out. So make sure you've got them 3 factors, I would say the main things, and setting it so that you don't sweat it all off. And when you're changing costumes as well, if it's not set properly, it's gonna go all over them. I noticed this that when I first started doing shows, that I wouldn't set it, and every single night all my costumes had to be washed because they were just covered in makeup. And of course when you sweat, it's still gonna go a bit wet again, so it is gonna transfer a little bit. Try and be careful, but it's not gonna transfer anywhere near as much, and the setting is just one of the key parts to making this last the whole show. So I hope you have enjoyed this video and it's been useful or just interesting to watch and kind of hear about how different it is to regular makeup. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos that I'll be posting. If there are any videos that you're interested in me doing or want to see, want to know about, please comment below and I will get them filmed and uploaded for you. And I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and I'll see you next time. Bye!